Vancouver Island's wine industry is making itself known around the world. However, the rough summer weather has made it a struggle for wineries right now, but this burst of heat we just saw might just be enough to turn things around. Donna Hutchings joins us now with more in Checkpoint.
Scott, any farmer will tell you that weather plays a major role in their crop success. It can make or break a season, and the vineyards on Vancouver Island are no different.
When the season started, Andy Johnston didn't expect to be humming a happy tune. The cool spring weather was horrible for grape growers.
15, 16 degrees right till the end of June. When that happens, the plants will grow, but they won't flower. They need 20 to 25 to flower.
And they didn't finish flowering until mid-July. It was the same story at vineyards throughout the Cowichan Valley.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, pretty wet. Definitely one of the later springs we've had here on the island.
You get what the good Lord's going to send you.
At Averill Creek Vineyard in Duncan, that meant taking action by tenting some of the vines. And
right now we've gone through the white grapes, the Gris and the Gewurz, and we've chopped off half the fruit. So instead of having two bunches like this, we only have one per shoot. Now what that does for us, it gives the vine less fruit to ripen within the time frame it's got. So I'm not going to ripen 4 tons an acre. I might ripen 1.5 tons to 2 tons an acre.
Growers worried the season seemed to be headed in the same direction as last when frost hit them hard. But then August, the clouds finally parted.
We've been banking on a good fall, and in fact, I was joking with a lot of people that we needed a nice hot Indian summer, and it's come. We've had some brilliant weather, nice hot ripening weather, so the grapes are kicking into high gear and just starting to get that nice purple color to them. So
it's called Vraison, and while the onset of ripening is a little late at Rocky Creek,
we're in better shape this year than we were last year. We're, I think, now on the same track or even ahead of last year. This year, actually, we've got a nice big crop out there, and they're all ripening up quite nicely. So we're quite excited to see how this year's harvest is going to come in.
2009 was one of the best years for grapes here. Andy Johnston doesn't expect a banner year, but
instead of getting 100 tons this year, I'm going to get 60. Instead of getting really ripe fruit, I'm going to get something that's not as ripe as I want it to be, but that I can still make great wine out of.
A great ending to the season that vintners hope will translate to an even greater finished product.
And that leads us to our checkpoint question. Have you tried the wines on Vancouver Island? If you have, what do you think of them? If you haven't, why not? You can send us a note at check_news on Twitter, facebook.com/checknews, or email us checkpoint@checknews.ca. Scott, when people think of BC wines, you're right, they probably think of the Okanagan. And as you mentioned, the Wine Islands is coming into its own. And the main region within the Wine Islands is the Cowichan Valley. The wine industry is an economic driver in the Cowichan Valley, and exposing the wines produced here to a new audience is the reason behind the Cowichan Wine and Culinary Festival, which starts today and runs through Sunday.
It's an opportunity for locals to be tourists in their own area and to show visitors, what we've grown, what we've nourished in the valley. It's a worthwhile discovery. We live in a really unique place. We have a really pastoral region. We do a lot of good small agriculture, and that includes wineries and cideries. We estimate, $750,000 impact to the valley for the festival event, and we're really trying to expand it over into the mainland and try to get people from the lower mainland onto the island to come visit us and see what we have to offer.
For more information on the Cowichan Wine and Culinary Festival, you can go to their website. It's wines.cowichan.net. And that brings us to our checkpoint question today. Have you tried the wines of Vancouver Island? Here's some comments from the streets of Victoria.
Yes, I have, and they're excellent. Why? Well, they're great flavor. I guess the fruit grow in a healthy environment, so it makes for excellent wine.
I haven't done that yet, and why not? I guess when I go to buy a bottle of wine, it's probably to buy the cheapest bottle of wine, and whatever that is, I'll get it.
Well, I haven't actually tried any wines from Vancouver Island because mostly I make my own wine, so I very seldom buy commercial wine.
They're good. The whites are better. The ones I've enjoyed have been white. And I buy a lot of BC wine, and I don't buy a lot of Vancouver Island wine, I guess because it's not established enough.
Well, I'm not that keen on them, to be honest. However, I think we do the Ortega grape very well, and I think Vancouver should concentrate on that.
They know what they're doing. They just have to get them out a little more.
And here are some of your responses from social media. Trish Bishop says, I can tell you the island is blessed with good wine. Now that I'm back in Halifax, I'm missing the yummy and diverse wine selection. Alicia from Facebook says, not only are Vancouver Island wines and ciders some of the best I've ever tasted, knowing you're supporting local business makes their warm, relaxing glow even nicer. Rog McBean is short and sweet on our list of things to try. And Carrie Chase McNabb, I haven't tried all the island wines yet, but I'm working on it. Good answer. It's interesting, Scott, that it is a young wine region, but talking to the people today, some of them still didn't realize how many vineyards, how many wineries we actually have here on Vancouver Island and the Gulf Islands, and there are quite a few.
It is not a bad chore to have, to try and taste them all. All right, sounds great. Thanks a lot, Dana.